What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Realistic Career Mode. This is episode number 39. We're starting today's stuff on the back of our defeat to Arsenal in the Europa League last 16. Bit disappointing, yes, but to be fair, we're taking on the league leaders both in the game and in real life as well. I don't think the luck of the draw really did me any favours there. I talk about this a lot, like in domestic cup competitions, I often get quite a bit of luck, you know, with my cup draws, but in Europe, absolutely none. Like, Arsenal was probably the toughest team we could have faced there, so disappointed to be knocked out in the last 16. The board asked to reach the semis in the end, knocked out a couple of rounds prior. They won't be happy about that, but listen guys, it's 10 games to go in the Premier League. Forget about it, alright? We're chasing the Champions League. Let's just turn our attention now back to domestic football. So first game of today's episode away, Villa Park, taking on Unai Emery's side here. We see the return, the host, Dele Alli, and look at this, Dele Alli, who we sold in January after his magical return last season. Oh, talk about no love lost there, flying in on Ben Godfrey from behind. Now, I'll be totally honest here, I personally think that could have been a straight red card. In the end, just a booking for Dele Alli, showing no remorse. But in the game, we've been the better team, we looked the stronger side. 7 minutes after the restart, he's done it once again. Big Rom, coming up big. 22nd goal in 26 games. And when we signed Romelu Lukaku, you know, from Chelsea, he was 31 years old, you know, when we brought him in. And, you know, question marks over that. But listen, you know, he was on the fringes of Chelsea. He wasn't going to play anymore under Graham Potter. It was in the final year of his contract. I said, look, Lukaku, come back to where you love, mate. Come back here to Everton, you know, and I promise you'll be a regular starter and you'll have a chance of winning that Premier League Golden Boot. He scored our first thing, Kev Friend scored our second, and that is the response we needed. But despite winning 2-0, directly afterwards, I got a performance review meeting scheduled email and then one a week later as well. The board wishing to inform me that my position at the club is currently under close observation. Confidence in my ability undermined by recent results, aka the early knockout in the Europa League. So despite a bounce back win against Aston Villa, jumping up to 5th place, only being 1 point behind Liverpool in 4th place and 3 behind Man City in 3rd place, who are our second opponents today away at the Etihad Stadium. The board thinking maybe we should sack Doxy Boy, and I was thinking, now? We've only got a few games to go. We're literally a point behind a Champions League spot. And oh yeah, guys, we've got an FA Cup semi-final to come as well in a few weeks' time. Why now? Why do it now? I understand if we come towards the end of the season and, you know, we've failed all 3 objectives. Look, call me in for a meeting. Call me in for a meeting Monday morning, 9 AM. I'll be there and we can have a chat about why we were disappointing in Europe and why we failed the objectives. But now, lads, I've got a job to do, right? That's get Everton in the Champions League and hopefully at the 3rd time of asking, win at Wembley and make the FA Cup final. So following game, Man City away at Etihad Stadium. It's in the league table pre-game here. Massive game for both teams here. Both teams desperately trying to keep a top 4 place for now until the end of the season, or in our case, get back into the top 4 for the end of the season. Taking on Guardiola's side, this is a really good game. First half, tons of chances, both Pickford and Ederson making smart saves each. Nathan Patterson went down. You would have seen me make a sub directly afterwards there for Milan Van Uyk. I almost surrendered possession in a very dangerous area with the man that was limping. But 20 minutes after the restart, I kept him quiet for most of the game, but you can't keep him quiet forever. The robot, the Terminator, the Norwegian tank, Erling Haaland, his 13th goal of the season, and by his high standards, perhaps a low scoring campaign for Erling Haaland, but still, literally just a complete striker. And I went on record at the start of last year saying that when he was back at Dortmund, I believe he's got the chance to become the greatest striker of all time. And I know it was a really bold statement to make, but he's taken to life in Manchester like a fish to water, and that's no surprise because he's done that wherever he's gone. You know, I saw him at RB Salzburg, I watched clips of him at Mulder as well. You know, Mulder, Salzburg, Dortmund and now Man City. The guy is just a pure goal scorer and he gets it done. He did there and he makes sure that Guardiola's side get themselves a 1-0 victory. So 2 defeats in 3, damaging loss there in the race to the top 4. And I would say just as, if not more damaging than that Europa League knockout to Arsenal. Big loss there against a rival for a top 4 place. Nathan Patterson has gone down for the rest of the season with a broken toe. He's done for 3 months as well. And I was thinking, okay, we've got to pick ourselves up now because I'm starting to get a little bit nervous. So once again, got another performance review meeting scheduled. Email. How many more of these are we going to have? Can we just do it on Zoom at this point? Because honestly, I've got things to do, lads. And that thing to do is get Everton back in the top 4. Heading into the following game, West Ham and Goodison. Oh, Lukaku, how about that? Brilliant little scorpion kick, hockey assist there. Kefa Turam rolls through Conor Gallagher, and the former Chelsea man gets his 4th of the season in 18 games. So perfect start against Moyes' side. 5 minutes in, we already have the lead. West Ham themselves have an outside shot of making Europe, but it's very unlikely indeed. If we were to win this game, that would surely end it. So perfect start, and in 30 minutes in, I should have made it 2. Kefa Turam running through 1-on-1 with Alphonse Areola. Good stop there by the former PSG goalkeeper. So it's still 1-0. To be fair though, Turam was at the heart of everything in this game. You know, he got the goal in our first game against Aston Villa. He got the assist for our goal here as well. He's at the heart of everything. So when one of my players is in great form, you know what's going to happen soon afterwards. He's going to get injured. Yet we're already missing DCL between now and the end of the season. Nathan Patterson has now gone for the rest of the season as well. And now Kefa Turam takes a tumble as well. He was the heartbeat of everything in this game, like he has been in many games for me this season. And once West Ham levelled it and made it 1-1, Turam stayed out there because he was my best player at this point. He almost got the assist from Abadidi, 66 minutes in. Great save by Ariel once again, kept it 1-1. And that was how the game would finish. And it is another disappointing result for Everton. Yep, 1-1. And for Thuram's sake, he's also done for the season as well. Another broken toe. I really hope EA vary the injuries up because we've got 3 broken toes here. I mean, seriously, guys, can you put some foam in your boots or something? Because this is getting ridiculous now. 3 broken toes? What's going on? We need to chat to the boots manufacturers. Nike, Adidas, what's going on, boys? Seriously, why my players keep breaking their toes? But a big, big blow there. Not only just a draw against West Ham, but also now Thuram done for the season. So we're now missing Thuram, Patterson, and DCL between now and the end of the season. The injuries starting to mount up at a crucial stage of this season, and it's frustrating because we've been doing alright with injuries this season. We haven't really had that many. Well, now, bang, 3 in quick succession. DCL, Thuram, and Patterson as well. Big, big blows. And after just 1 win in our last 4 games in all competitions. Tough run of form for Everton right now. Worried that we might well miss out on the Champions League place after having such a great campaign domestically this year. Now taking on Steve Cooper's Nottingham Forest at Goodison. I was thinking, right, this should be a banker. We're better at home than we are away. We're taking on a side down the bottom of the table. This should be a banker. Well, I often talk about it sometimes. These are the hardest games to win. We started off surrendering early chances. I had a really poor first half. No Thuram, no Patterson in my starting lineup. Feeling the nerves. And 54 minutes in, well, they got their deserved goal. Lewis O'Brien, the former Terrier from Huddersfield Town to Nottingham Forest, makes it 1-0. And Steve Cooper's side take a shot clean. I was thinking, I don't think I'm going to survive. I think I'm getting sacked because the board continuously giving me performance review meeting scheduled emails. Their confidence in me has completely gone. And right now, we are up against it and then some. And in this game, you would have seen on my lineup, I made an interesting change. A couple of games without a goal, Lukaku was a little bit tired, so I put him on the bench. And after I brought him on, he made a difference. Yep, directly after Forest got the lead, I thought, bring on the tank. Bring on Rom. Look, come on, man. Why have I got this guy on the bench? He is an absolute machine and the top scorer in the Premier League. He was just a little bit fatigued, hence why I had him on the bench. I thought I'll give Mavadidi a go as a centre forward, a bit of a false 9 in this team. Woeful decision from Doxy Boy. Absolutely awful. I sent on Lukaku and in the end, he proved to be the difference maker. Not only did he get us the leveller, but in stoppage time, he rolls through Steffi, Mavadidi, and I love this celebration as well, right in front of the Forest fans, putting his hands to his ears, saying, I can't hear you. Yes, I was quiet for an hour. That's because Doxy Boy's playing me as a false 9 like a moron. But instead, after Lukaku came on, he put me back on the wing. That's from at my best, and I bagged the game winner as well. Big Rom to the rescue, not for the first time and probably not for the last time this season. Comes off the bench, scores the leveller and sets up the winner. We come from behind to win and we breathe a huge sigh of of relief. Would have been just 1 win in our last 5 in all competitions. Instead, back to winning ways there, and Lord knows we needed that. I have to say, perhaps my job depended on it as well. 2-1 the final score. I remain as Toffee's manager for now. The board's still not happy. We've dropped to 7th. We do have a game in hand on Chelsea, just above us in the table right now. And to be fair, in what has been an incredibly tight season, we're only 2 points behind the Red Devils. Yep, 6 games to go. It is now or never for Champions League football. But that will end this episode of the Realistic Career Mode, guys. Big thank you for watching. Hope you have enjoyed. If you have done, please drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you for the next episode of the Realistic Career Mode very soon.